Hey guys, when it comes to power tool accessories, it seems that every manufacturer is saying they are better than everyone else. Well, there seems to be no shortage of marketing hype, and today we're going to find out which impact driver bits are the best. So let's take a look at the lineup. On the left, we have the Dewalt MaxFit impact rated bit. It specifically is not marketed towards impact drivers, but if you look at the description, it claims it is impact ready. In the middle, we have the Makita Gold impact rated bits. And to the right, we have Milwaukee Shockwave impact bits. For the test, we will be using the 1-inch bits from each of the manufacturers. We will also be using the 1-inch bits in the bit holders that were provided with the set. This should eliminate any problems where the bit is not being used in the bit holder that it was designed for. In the test, we will be using these griprite 3-inch PH number 2 exterior coated deck screws with prime guard technology. All the screws used in this test were brand new from the box, never been used before. So for the test, we will be using 2 impact drivers. First, we will be using the DeWalt DCF 887 with a fully charged 5 amp hour battery. We will also be using the Milwaukee Fuel Gen 3 impact driver with a fully charged 5 amp hour battery. Each of the impact drivers will be running on speed 3. So let's talk about the test. For the test, we're going to be taking 100 of these 3-inch deck screws and drive them using an impact driver through 2x4 and into landscaping lumber. I went ahead and laid out a grid on the 2x4, then laid out 4 sets of 25 screws for each of the impact bits. The holes have not been pre-drilled. So without further ado, let's get the test started. Alright, well that test was very interesting and tiring to say the least. My arms are very fatigued after the 300 screws in a very short time. But let's go take a look at the damage. This is the DeWalt PH2 1-inch MaxFit bit that was used for the test. As you can see, there is very minimal wear or even looks like paint chipping to the bit. You could probably still get a good day's work out of this bit. It still fits in the screw perfectly well and has almost no wobbling or slippage. So this is a very good bit. So this is the Makita Impact Gold 1-inch PH number 2 bit that was used in the test. This is what the bit looks like after 100 back-to-back screws. Seems to be very minimal wear or even paint chipping to the bit, and you could probably still get at least another good day's work out of this bit. It still seems to fit the screw head perfectly well and has a very good contact point. It has very minimal slippage and wobble where it would introduce any cam out on the screw beforehand. I would say it seems to fit very well, almost too well, where many times I had to remove the bit from the screw and back into the bit holder. And this is the Milwaukee Shockwave PH2 1-inch bit after the test. This was the only bit that was not able to complete the challenge and was only able to complete about 90 screws. It started camming out somewhere around 70 screws, and therefore we just kept going and going until it could no longer drive any more screws. After 90 screws, it was just done. This is the damage that was done to the bit. As you can see, the tip of the bit has been rounded off or worn off, so it will now no longer fit the screw any longer. This bit from Milwaukee has been a disappointment. As you can see, it no longer fits a number 2 PH screw after the test and did not even complete the test. Therefore, this bit has failed before 100 screws and can no longer be used. Considering the impact driver sets cost almost the same from Makita, Milwaukee, and DeWalt, you are much better served getting the impact bits by Makita or DeWalt, as they will last you much longer. Now in this test, we were not able to find out which impact driver bit was the best because it ended up being a tie between the DeWalt and the Makita. I'm hoping that in the near future, I will be able to shoot more tests and more videos that will test each of the bits until they all fail, and we should have a screw count for how many screws each bit is able to drive. So which one of these impact driver bits is your favorite, and which one of the impact driver bit brands do you guys buy? Leave them in the comments below. I sure know that if I'm buying impact driver bits anytime soon, I will not be picking up the Milwaukee Shockwave impact bits. I will admit, when I first put together the idea for the video, I went out and got almost every major impact driver bit manufacturer's bits. But after putting together a lot of the pre-work and doing a lot of the test, I realized this was going to be a multiple week, if not a multiple month video and work that would have to be done. Therefore, we limited the test to the 3 major and the most common brands that were out there at most of my hardware stores. Full disclaimer, I bought all of these bits with my own money from the hardware store. None of these bits were sent to me, and I have no stake in whichever one comes out on top. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, let me know what can be improved. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.